Hi, I'm Marty. A piece of wood furniture can be a work of art when it's properly cared for. But finishes get scratched and spills happen, and even the highest quality wood furnishings can lose their luster after years of use. So what's a person to do? Refinish the furniture? Well, unless the finish is actually coming off or there are big gouges or other serious damage, a little restoration may be all that's needed to bring that old wood furniture back to life. In the next few minutes, I'll show you some restoration tips for 3 common wood furniture problems: scratches, water stains, and dull finishes caused by furniture polish buildup. Wood furniture restoration basically involves giving the furniture a thorough cleaning and polishing, and/or doing some touch-up work. You might think of it as spring cleaning for your coffee table, and like spring cleaning, furniture restoration requires more time and elbow grease than a regular weekly cleaning. Even so, it's easier than refinishing. Let's start with one of the most common wood furniture problems: scratches. The table I have here has served its owners well for many years, and as you can see, it's got a few scratches on it. Minor damage like this, or even small worn spots in the finish, can usually be noticeably improved with a touch-up product. Wood furniture touch-up products come in different forms. For instance, touch-up markers come in a variety of colors and are great for making surface scratches less conspicuous. You can also get wax sticks or pencils that can be used along with touch-up markers to help fill in and conceal some deeper scratches. We just have a surface scratch here, so for our purposes, a touch-up marker will do the trick. To help the scratch blend in, use a touch-up color that matches your furniture color as closely as possible, and if you can't find an exact match, go with a shade that's slightly lighter than the furniture. A lighter touch-up will blend in better than a darker one. This color looks like a decent match for our table here. It's a good idea to test the marker on a piece of scrap cardboard just to get a feel for how fast the color comes out before you try it on your furniture. It's not too bad. Also have a clean cloth handy, just in case too much product comes out. And just dab the color over the scratch until it's covered up, and then let the product dry completely before you use the furniture. This technique will help you take care of most minor nicks and scratches, but if you have major damage, like a deep gouge, then sanding, filling, and refinishing may be your only option. Just remember that if the furniture is known or even suspected to be a valuable antique, you'll want to consult a reputable antique specialist for advice before you try to refinish. And if your furniture has splits or rotted areas, you'll want to seek advice from a pro on those issues as well. Okay, now let's talk about water stains. It happens all the time. Somebody sets a drink on the table without a coaster underneath and it leaves a ring. Or in the case of our coffee table here, there was a spill that left more of a splotch. The best way to solve this problem depends on the extent of the damage. White-colored water stains like this usually are just surface stains. That is, they just affect the finish and haven't gotten into the wood itself. A lot of time you can undo or at least significantly reduce this type of damage with a product formulated to remove white rings. These products are specially treated cloths that you rub onto the surface to remove that discoloration. You'll have a better chance of getting good results with a product like this if you use it as soon as possible after the damage has been done. You may want to keep some of these stashed away with your cleaning products just in case. Before you use a product like this or any type of cleaning product on your furniture, read the directions. And just to be safe, test your product first in a hidden area to make sure it won't mar your finish. We did a spot test earlier. If the stain is still visible after using the treated cloth on it, repeat the process until the mark fades away or you stop seeing improvement. This looks a lot better. If the stain just isn't coming out, it may be too deep to remove with the surface treatment product, or else you got to it too late. And if you have a dark colored water stain instead of a white one, that usually means the liquid got through the finish and penetrated into the wood. In either case, you'll probably need to refinish, unless accretive concealment is an acceptable option. To keep water stains from happening in the future, always use coasters. And if there is a spill, be sure to wipe it up right away. As the old saying goes, prevention is the best remedy. Alright, now let's consider what to do about dull-looking finishes. When you have a dull finish on wood furniture, like this area here on our coffee table, the culprit is frequently an accumulation of years of wax, polish, and dust particles. Over time, the buildup can cloud the finish and obscure the grain pattern. But underneath the buildup, the finish itself is often still intact. Giving the furniture a good deep cleaning and polishing will usually take care of the buildup problems. To do this properly, you'll need a deep cleaning product for wood, a supply of soft clean cloths, good furniture polish without silicone or waxes, and depending on the deep cleaner you use, you may need a pair of rubber gloves, a face mask, and or some safety goggles because some deep cleaners can irritate your eyes, skin, or your lungs. If the furniture has nooks and crannies, you'll also want to have a small soft bristled brush, such as a paintbrush or an old toothbrush, or maybe some cotton swabs on hand. Before you begin, if your furniture has any drawer pulls, knobs, or other hardware, it's best to remove them if you can. If not, you'll have to work around it. Also, remember to follow the manufacturer's instructions for spot testing and work in a well-ventilated area. When you apply the cleaning product, work along the green in one area at a time, using additional cloths to remove the cleaner before moving on to the next area. On really noticeable surfaces like tabletops and drawer fronts, work on smaller areas, blending each one into the next for consistent results. Your prime spots for heavier buildup are your inside corners, grooves, and other nooks and crannies, and the areas around hardware, so pay special attention to those areas. If you have tough residue in those spots, try using a small paintbrush or a clean, old, soft bristled toothbrush to apply the cleaner and let the product sit a little longer in those areas. To test tight spots for buildup removal, use a cotton swab. If the buildup is really stubborn, try a second application of your cleaning product. It may also be helpful to very gently scrape the affected areas with a plastic putty knife. You wouldn't want to use a metal one or a regular knife or even steel wool, because those would be too abrasive. If you're not sure, try scraping a hidden area first, then view the surface in good lighting to check for scratches. All right, now once you're done applying the cleaner, get a fresh cloth and give your furniture a thorough buffing to remove those last traces of product. Then the last step is to apply quality furniture polish. To prevent future buildup, it's best to avoid overusing polishes that contain waxes or silicone. A product like one of these will do the trick without promoting buildup. Apply your furniture polish sparingly, because a little goes a long way. Then get a clean cloth and buff the furniture one more time to remove any excess. Proper polishing takes some elbow grease, but it really brings out the shine. When you're finished, put the hardware back on if you took any off, and you're good to go. To keep your wood furniture looking its best, a chemical-free duster that's designed to hold on to the dust instead of just spreading it around will usually suffice for routine cleaning. Then applying a quality furniture polish every few months or so will shine it up and help keep it moisturized. If your wood furniture has minor water stains or scratches, or if it's suffering from a bad case of buildup, a little restoration can make a world of difference. I'm Marty, and I'll see you on the next project.